everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
One of the great things I love about Nier Automata is the moment at the start of the game, you are immediately shoved into a world and given the clue of deicide. You get multiple allies that come in and are ready to aid you, but just as quickly as they come in, they all fall, one after another, after another, and after another, until you are the very last unit.
All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders. Operator to 2B, we need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain. Understood.
The game already motifs the peril of your situation. You are one unit, needing to rendezvous with another unit. But after losing 5 units, the wonder that 2B has, can the mission continue with just 2 other units, is very understandable at this point.
Heavy gas standard top activating short-range attack gear. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And almost subtly, the game shows you that 2B is not just another unit. She has surpassed all of the 5 predecessors in her squadron and continues to fight, pushing forward regardless of circumstance.
Enemies destroyed.
Not quite.
And much like the peril that you face in the story, the introduction itself does not relent. It continues to throw you into the action, and you're continuously fighting through hordes and hordes and hordes of enemies. At every moment, it feels like the game challenges you more and more to let you know what you're going to expect. Like most games, this eventually happens as you go on through the game, but in Nier's case, the progression happens as you play through the introduction, already setting a standard of what you can expect throughout the game.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man.
The introduction to the character 9S adds a moment of well-needed levity. Furthermore, since his introduction, you can already tell that 9S contrasts 2B in the sense that he has emotions. He seems like he can feel, where 2B is very strict to the book and to the point. And though 2B may eventually find annoyance to this, we as the player may appreciate the fact that we're not alone and that we do have an eye in the sky. An interesting thing to note is that the music sets the mood for the pacing of the battles. And although this is natural for most video game music, Nier is very exquisite. The symphony is almost divine. So be it the attacks and or bullets coming from enemy fire, or your own choreographed attacks, the music floats well between the balance of both the combat that you're in, as well as the emotion being expressed. Interestingly enough, along with the symphony is also the vocals. In this case, there's almost a ghost in the shell kind of nostalgia to the effect of how the vocals denounce which plays very well with Nier's story of, do machines feel, be it that you're the aliens' machines or the androids made by humanity?
You know, ma'am, I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
Alright then. To be it is.
And there we have it. TB's slight annoyance by emotion. However, there's almost hypocrisy in that, in the sense that she asks, stop calling me ma'am, because it's unnecessary. But if it didn't bother her, would she have mentioned it, really?
Block 43 to Block 12, returns en route. Work party is proceed to cafeteria 25.
What?
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Block 54 to Block 32.
And though 9S says there is no meaning by what machines do, it's very interesting to note that he would prefer calling to be ma'am to be polite. However, if there's no meaning behind that, then why bother doing it? So in this case, do machines feel, and is there meaning behind whatever it is that they do?
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
It's great that the game takes a realistic approach onto what would happen if human beings weren't on Earth. And that answer would be nature goes on and animals and vegetation would thrive. But the interesting thing to note is the machines have almost wiped out humanity, forcing the rest, quote unquote, of humanity to be onto the moon. However, plants, vegetation, and animal life is in abundance and are almost left fully alone.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
This is another great example of an introduction done right. The game quickly grabs your attention by the high-paced action, and then still adds in points and plots of the story, and then zooms back into that action almost seamlessly.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Transformer jokes aside, the game does an excellent job at making what would be a colossal, in this case perhaps Goliath-level threat as a boss fight. Furthermore, to take into account the changing of the pacing of the music, also reflecting that, hey, you're here, this is the boss, this is it, it's go time.
Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
Just as before, the game does an excellent job at changing the pace of the battle, always keeping things different, entertaining, but never the same. Much like I had mentioned in the mini-boss, this is a progressive way to change up the difficulty to continuously challenge the player and push the player to use different types of tactics throughout the entire boss fights.
Packing in.
Boost!
9S!
Although character development is usually something that's done over time, this game does an excellent job of giving you snippets and timbits of character development right with its introduction, where 2B was more stoic and more stern, and 9S already just openly full of emotion. 2B's little spurt of emotion shows that she does feel, she does care, that as much as she is a robot, or rather android in this case, she does care about the wellness of her comrades. And then seeing 9S getting smacked out of the sky and falling on top of the Goliath, obviously a little more distraught.
I have to help 9S. I have to repair him. Pod, get me staunching gel and logic virus vaccines, then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair.
Shut up! Just do what I say!
2B, just go.
You shut up too!
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
And there we have it, the raw emotion and pain and turmoil that's being felt by 2B. But regardless, the mission has to go on. And it's interesting to see this type of character development at the beginning of an introduction to the game. But while playing this game, having this level of character development this early is not, it doesn't feel rushed. Everything, the pacing seems correct for it. These are two comrades who are fighting side by side, and despite the fact that 2B's original stoic and very machine-like demeanor contrasting by 9S's more openness, seeing that development through camaraderie feels a lot more natural in this case. It's also fascinating that an introduction like this also leaves subtle hints, subtle plot points that are later developed much later on in the story, but are present since the beginning. And so going back on later playthroughs or replaying the game, you pick up these small little details that you might have otherwise missed, but they're there. And so it's interesting to see that the introduction is so flushed out that, be it a brand new player or a player who's already played the game and is looking for some replay value, there's these little golden moments that make you go, aha, yeah, alright. So no, they've been dropping hints left, right, and center since the very beginning, and that's what makes part and parcel this introduction to this story so great.
about bringing the battle to them. 2B.
And then having the introduction coming to a little close with this close-up moment of camaraderie between 2B and 9S. It's almost bittersweet to what happens next.
Oh, great.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
2B, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
And because how well the introduction was actually handled, the initial character development, how we got from point A to point B, this moment feels so fitting and concludes on why this introduction is a great example of what an introduction to a game should be.
So, mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S,
Yeah?
thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
And though we see 2B return to
Glory
more of a stoic
to
nature with
mankind.
9S, the fist grip is that pain of memory of why her memories were kept and 9S did not keep his. And that concludes this video of Nier Automata, a game introduction done right. Hopefully this video inspires you to try the game, as it is very well written and the story is so exquisite that the game itself is just worth your time to actually play. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, as we'll be producing more content shortly. Links to all social media will be down in the description below. I also stream on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. Feel free to come and hang out if you want to talk more Nier Automata with me. I also post my schedule weekly on all of my socials. Once again, link down in the description below. And this Sunday we'll also be playing Nier Automata. And if you enjoyed what you see today, feel free to stop by and experience more of the game with us. Feel free to let me know what you think of today's video, and let me know in the comments what you enjoyed and what you didn't enjoy. And if you did enjoy today's video, feel free to hit the like button for me. My name is Ben, and this was ManaBrews. And as always, happy gaming.